Hey there, welcome back. Let's keep the game going here. Forge Prime. That's right, we were low on resources for a while. We gotta get the amenities up, and then we want to build more of those. Alright, so we found some alien barracks.
Log updated.
We got an update to this.
Our presence in the galaxy.
Oh, yes.
Not gone back unnoticed.
Okay, so we just found the first, what I think they're called Marauders. Yeah, I mean, they're called the Yibrac Ravagers, but you'll see in a second. The Yibrac Ravagers are going to show up. It should be red. Or maybe they're not in the list yet. Here they are. Oh, they're purple. Okay, so like I said, purple are independent and usually don't harm you, but the Marauders are the exception. So, basically, view them as pirates. So what these guys are is, for a price, they'll raid anybody else you ask them to. And of course, they have very powerful fleets. They're super powerful compared to us in the beginning of the game. So we can't touch them. Another way to view them is they're like the Mongolian Empire in a way. Except the Mongolian Empire really did conquer territory. These guys don't conquer territory. These two stars or 3 stars that they control is all they're ever going to control. Like, they're not trying to expand. So that's the one difference between them and Mongolians. The reason that I bring up the Mongolians is because they you have to pay tribute to them. And if you don't, then they attack you. So they will come in and destroy all your systems and then start taking over your area. they'll try to wipe you out. So I guess, there's all kinds of historical references, right? They're paid mercenaries. They are, they're maybe a little bit like the Vikings, because they will raid you and then go back to their territory. They're not interested in, I know some Vikings did eventually settle the area that they raided, but that's not the case here. So, it's good and bad having them next to us. Here's the good. They're basically like a meat shield. So if this race were to ever declare war on us, they would have to go through them to get to us in the back door. It's not going to happen. So it means that our ability to explore and colonize all this area, it's ours for the taking. There's no enemy race between us and them, and these guys aren't going to expand, so these are here for us to take at our leisure. So that's awesome. The bad news is they're going to demand tribute from us every so many years, and we're going to have to pay them resources or food, and if we fail, they're going to try to wipe us out, and they will. So, how much is the demand going to be? It'll be something like 1,000 food or something like that. It's not a ridiculous number, and usually you could just pay it, and as long as you pay them, they leave you alone. Okay, so we found a Marauder type of clan. Oh, I do want to upgrade. I do have 2 exotic. Yeah, we're going to upgrade these. We need more research. Our research is pretty poor. I need a civilization or a colony. So what's going on? So they tried to become immortal. They created a swarm of microorganisms. Wiped out their population. Survivors split into 2 groups. One unwilling to give up. They took to the depths. And eventually the microorganisms found its way, and the caves became their tombs. The other instead went into exile, obliterating the surface. So they're known as the Curator Order. So the Curator Order, which is actually this one right here, we actually found their home world. So these are the exiles from this planet. That's actually, isn't it cool how the We basically found where their ancestors used to exist. Okay, so we can make the microorganism a weapon. It gives us 30 artifacts, which that is the big bonus, but it gives our army a 50% bonus. Remember, this army is for whenever they land on your planet. So we're talking battles on your planet. Ideally, you don't want them even landing on your planet. So I sort of poo-poo army technology for that reason. But with that being said, it is a really awesome boost, because it would work against any race. The other option is we still get 30 artifacts, so that's not even a factor. We get 1,400 research, and then there's 8 of each added to that particular planet. This, in my opinion, is the superior option. So we're going to go ahead and take that. And now that is finished. And that 8 of each is going to show up right here. And I believe, yeah, when this is done, we can go take care of that. Oh, look at this. They actually took it. Oh, these guys went through their territory and colonized this. Oh, those bums. I thought this was going to be here for us to take at our leisure. Yeah.
Survey
That wasn't
complete.
nice. Alright, so we're going to build this and that, and then get those research stations up. This guy needs something to do. Do we have any more archaeological sites we can go after at the moment? We do not. So I'm going to have him just do some surveying.
Construction complete.
Okay, so we got food. I mean, we have a good surplus of food. I know it seems like overkill, but building a food processing facility here will actually be helpful. It's basically every food we're producing is going to be +1 more. And that 53 dwindles away fast as our population grows. So as we get more population, this number will dwindle. So we need to always have a good surplus. Plus, having a really high surplus helps us to sell so we can compensate for our money issue. Which, speaking of which, I can go and sell 250. Buy us some more
Anomaly
time.
detected.
And here we go. There's a large object in the bottom of the ocean, an ancient alien battle cruiser. So we can try to get this cruiser out of the water, or we can just get 60% progress towards building our own cruisers. Getting it out of the water, I think you can salvage it for some minerals and alloys. I think getting 60% bonus is awesome. I'm going to go ahead and take that. Alright, so we finished this. We're going to get those built. We really should start getting our fleets, because our fleets are powerful enough. We're at 1k strength, actually 1.5k. We can wipe out most of these mining drones. So let's go ahead and head for this one. And since they move at different speeds of each other, we're going to go ahead and move to the one right before it, because I want them to be together.
Survey complete.
We could do this. I'm going to wait. Okay. Alien ship adrift amongst the asteroids. We can tow it out of the debris field. Or we could just take 1,000 minerals. Since we have construction ships just waiting around with nothing to do, let's do it.
Log updated.
It is a timed project. So, where are we looking at here? It's this system. It's pretty far away. But we got a construction ship right here. So we're going to send him here to do research. And it has to be a construction ship, not a science ship. My biggest concern is he's got to travel a lot.
Anomaly detected.
I don't know if I'm going to get there in time.
Anomaly detected.
Alright, so we're out of money again. So electricity is causing this web of stuff to rearrange itself. Okay, so basically all of this just gives us a +3 to that particular planet. And yeah, you'll see me scrolling back and forth.
Discovered.
I want to see if there's anything I can do to improve my planets. And then of course I'm seeing if anybody's idle here and needs my help. Okay, so we found some teachings. From another civilization. So we can research it and possibly get something. Or, right now, we would get 2,000 credits, which we need. And it would also give us 500 of these, which we need. I'm actually going to take that option to sell to a private collector. And then we're going to do this. That will improve this number here. And we just finished all of this, which gives us a max districts +1 in all of our planets. Plus, we get to take another Ascension perk. I sped through this last time, and we didn't go over it slowly. But this is these Ascension perks. There's a lot of them, and almost all of them are great. Some of them are more great than others, and then some of them are situationally great. So there's even like YouTube videos dedicated to like giving these a grade from an A through an F, kind of thing. So how do I like to play? And some of this is based on how you like to play. My son does robots. He makes robots. He's constantly using robotic empires. It's his thing. For me, I like messing with our DNA and making our species more powerful than they currently are. So what can we do to achieve my goal or even his goal? But like, first of all, I want to just point out some cool things. The first one is you can become the Crisis. I haven't talked about the Crisis yet, but the Crisis is an endgame thing that happens. And so we get invaded by the whole galaxy is threatened by some crisis. You can actually be that crisis that threatens the whole galaxy. And that's what this option is here. And you probably want to be a really spiteful race to do this. But yes, the game lets you become the Crisis. It's pretty awesome. Okay, the reason these are gray is because I have to meet certain conditions. Like here, I have to... This is one of the ones I really like, Engineered Evolution. I need to have gene tailoring technology before I can do that. Another one is Evolutionary Mastery, which I need this one first, and then I eventually get this one. So I like getting both of those Ascension bonuses. And then, of course, it lets me modify my race to have really powerful abilities. Flesh is Weak is one you would take for robots. So it reduces the upkeep of robots, and the assembly speed of mechanical units is increased by 10%. Synthetic Evolution is that we're going to turn into robots. And then, of course, it gives you a bonus to your robot modification points. So you can see, like, there's similar things, but it's depending on what type of unit you are. Mind over Matter, you actually get telepathy. I actually never did this one before. I don't know what exactly telepathy does for you, but I should try it sometime. Transcendence. Basically, you become really good at code breaking. So you want to do this one. Actually, it looks like you need Mind over Matter first. Then you can get this. So this is what you want to do if you become like a spy. I never tried being a species that infiltrates and like uses subterfuge to, spy on other people and do things. But I'll tell you, these would probably help a lot. World Shaper is good for terraforming into Gaia planets. There's nothing wrong with this, and so forth. So you can see there's like this one requires mega engineering, which is one of the things we can now research. And what this does is lets us build megastructures 50% faster, which is a significant bonus because megastructures take a very long time to build. And it also lets us build one more megastructure than normal, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it is. And so forth. There's this Galactic Wonders is another mega engineering one. It lets you build ring worlds. And then the matter decompressor, that one or the Dyson's, the matter decompressor is the one. It just generates thousands and thousands of minerals, and it uses a black hole. So that's an awesome one. It's probably the best one in the game. And then the Dyson Sphere is similar to the decompressor, except it just straight up makes money. So all kinds of things here. But let's get back to the ones that we can choose from. And you can see here, we only have room to pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. So they're precious, and there's only a few of them you can do. And if I'm going to take genetic engineering and then genetic engineering mastery, that's 2 of them. I do like to take those megastructure ones, so that might be 2 more, right? So I don't have a lot to play with, is what I'm trying to get at. Okay, what do we got here? We have... This one increases your encryption and lets you steal technology. You would do this if you're dealing with spying. I actually think this is an extremely weak one. Don't take it. This one makes the starbase influence cost minus 20%. It's not a bad idea. So remember how I'm telling you I'm suffering because I don't have enough influence? This reduces the cost of building those starbases by 20%. So right now I think I pay 67. So that would drop 13.4, 6.7 times 2. That would drop it by 13.4 points. So that 67 now becomes, 54. So I would only have to pay 54 influence. It's actually pretty good. I don't know if it's great though, but it's definitely good. This one, our starbase capacity, this 7 will turn into a 12. That's situationally good. This one is one that I like. Now, the reason I like it is because, remember, we have faction bonuses that we get. And so what this one does is we're going to get a 10% bonus to our unity, which is only going to be 4 more points, but that's still something. Our amenities usage is minus 10%, meaning we're going to use less of this, so I don't need to produce as much. Then on top of it, we're going to get 50% of our attraction to our governing ethics, which means that this Free Thought Alliance here is going to get the majority of our population. And so I'm going to get really good influence bonuses. So this is as good as that, if not better, because I'm going to be generating more influence from this. So basically, we're going to be a unified species, is what that's doing. Mastery of Nature is actually an interesting one. The blocker costs are reduced by 33%. The blockers, if you remember, are those things where you remove, industrial waste and then, turn it into agriculture. The cost to do that is going to be reduced by 1/3, which is significant because right now I have all these right here blockers that I'm not doing because I don't have enough money to do it. But the more important thing here is you get the decision mastery of nature. And it explains in the blue there, it permanently increases the maximum number of districts a planet can support. So you can build 2 more districts in a planet. Extra districts gives you more housing space, so you can support more population on your planet. And also the district, of course, gives you more jobs. And the thing is to do that decision, it costs like 1,000 energy credits, which at my current situation is expensive for me. But, normally 1,000 is not that big a deal. But the big thing is it costs like 100 influence, like this here. So if we take it, it's a great idea, but gosh darn it, I'm going to spend most of the game, not having enough influence because I got all this expansion I still need to do. So this is not the right game to take that. Imperial prerogative. Administrative capacity, this number, is going to go up by 20%. And I think it's 20% of the base number, not the current number. So it's not going to go up by, 23 times 2. It's going to go up by the base number times 2. Which you can see there, the base is only 30. I could be wrong. But it's decent. I just don't know if it's excellent. Edict capacity plus 2. We're not even using our edicts at all at the moment, but largely because we just don't have enough influence. Leader level cap plus 2. So now your leaders can be even higher level. Really hard to do. If you had a robotic race that lives forever, or hundreds of years, this would be more valuable. Although the experience gain plus 50% helps get you to that cap. And then here we would get 2 more envoys, and we can integrate subjects. So basically, if we conquer other nations, we can integrate them quicker, and they would trust us more. Okay, out of all these, I actually like Mastery of Nature, but I'm going to choose One Vision. I think in doing so, it's going to capitalize our species bonus of getting influence from this. And then this here is going to give us a +1. This number 4 should jump to a 5 or a 6 now. Yeah, and it just keeps getting better. So we can get a 20% bonus to our farms, or we can increase our administrative capacity again. Oh, they're both good. All of these are good. I'm going to boost the farms. Now, if I unpause, this 2.5 should go up.
Survey complete.
Okay, that number didn't change. This number is the one that changed. That 4 jumped to a 5. I'll take it. So, we're now getting more influence, which is good. Do I really want to spend 500 right now? Sure.
Initiating communications.
All of our worlds should have +1 district. Yet they do. So I get to build another district on these worlds. Here you could see, like, I can get one more mining district going. A generator district, of course, would help me with money problems. This would give me more amenities and trade, which in turn gets me more money. And it also increases my housing, which makes my population capacity better. I'm going to go ahead and build a city district. And then for this guy, I would like another one of these. He's doing administrative parks. We're going to go ahead and build another one of those. I'm not ready to spend money again. Now this one, we want another one of these. Oh, we don't have enough, so let's let the game run a bit.
Survey complete.
Alright, so this is a bad time for this to come up. But they're asking us to extend the deal on exotic gases, which you can see right now is at a -1. And we would need 50 credits per month. So if I say no deal, which actually I'm going to do, that reduced this number by 50, which should help us in the money problem department.
Anomaly detected.
However, you can see we're at -1 now.
Log updated.
Okay, so I didn't even realize we had this or that. Yeah, I really dropped the ball here. Okay, we need this guy to research that. This one is going to research that. That one we're working on. It's just taken a while to get there. And then this one. That's with the artisan troop. I'm going to make them passive. Let's go research that.
Construction complete.
Alright. So this is a continental world we could colonize. It's got 12. So this is a really good mining world here. Or a good farming one. We're going to call it Mining Prime. So what we could do is we could set up some mining and then also do some research labs. Because we've been needing a research lab type of area. And yeah, certain empires are closing borders. They're trying to do a defensive pact. I'm saying no because of this. Let's keep expanding. I actually have it expanded pretty good down here. Let's go back and just take some of these other areas that will give us possibly good, like that'll give us 5 energy and 6 minerals. Let's go do that one. This guy is trying to hurry up and do this mission, which only has 717 days left. I still don't know if we're going to get there in time. And of course this guy's busy.
Special project complete.
Oh. Okay, so first of all, this one finished. Not a real big bonus there. This one is asking us if we want to be in the galactic community. And if you're a peaceful type of race, you should say yes. So we're going to go ahead and say yes. These mining drones shouldn't hurt us because what we did is we came in this way and we're just exiting that way. And that's because this guy's trying to go do that research there. This scientist, of course, is ready.
Special project complete.
Alright, so we studied the biosphere. We're going to get a ton of science, and then now we can research living metal. And I didn't pay attention to where that was, but living metal is this thing right here, which is a very important technology, or a very important resource. And apparently somewhere else we may have discovered living metal somewhere else as well. I just don't see it. Like, we want to get here for those motes. There it is, living metal right there. So that's an important... We need to get up and get this gas here. That's important. Yeah. Oh. So this guy, if we want to improve our research by 10%, which is so critical, I need to somehow figure out how to get 2,000 money. That's going to be hard. I mean, I could sell these, but this is always a disaster. I can get 600 from that. 500 from that. 600 from that. Yeah, let's extend the deal. It's important to extend the debt deal. We want the 10% bonus. In fact, the curator order, we can, if there's certain things like enigmas that you can find, and they will help you understand what those enigmas are. Like, for example, one of them is we could find like a neutral space dragon. And these guys would tell us some of the history of it, and then even tell you what you need to do to defeat it, if you wanted to. And so we can have them tell us something we don't know, and for 300 credits, they'll probably point somewhere in the galaxy and say, go here and do a research project. And then we would learn something, right? 300 credits is hard for me at the moment. And so then the other thing we can do is recruit one of their scientists, but their opinion of us needs to be 50. It goes up every time we extend this, but I think it went down because we ran out of money one time. And then if the opinion's high enough, they'll tell us about their other customers.
Technology discovered.
So there's a war going on. Here we just boosted our farming again, which, remember that used to say 50 and now it's down to 20? Did you see how quickly that went down? So it's a good thing we are keeping that going. Like I said, this is a really good one. This is actually a good one. I have so many things I want to research here. But I'm going to do the crime one and the amenities. And then down here, this will generate credits. It just creates technician jobs. It's a better, improved version of the other thing that generates credits. Probably not a bad idea. I think I told you several times that it's a rare one, and it is. It's also super cheap, so let's go ahead. We'll research that one. I just don't know where I'm going to build it.
Spaceport under attack.
Okay, we got pirates here, and our fleet is all the way up here. Let's take care of this jerk first.
Construction complete.
Oh, you know what? We could do something to help out against those pirates. They're attacking. Oh, we're going to get destroyed. I'll try it, but it's going to take 120 days to finish. We're down to 80 days. Yeah, they're going to win. We're not going to get it done in time. Jerks. Oh my gosh, these guys are wiping us out.
Special project complete.
Alright, our fleet got wiped out. Ah, come on.
Initiating communications.
So when your fleet gets wiped out, it has a question mark because basically they're hyperspacing home. So when I say wiped out, some of them did survive, but they're not in a condition that they can fight. And so what they're doing is they're actually going all the way back to Sol here, and they'll reappear once they become more stable. They are going to be weak, and then we can restore them. And you can see Bubbles isn't dead either, but Bubbles got damaged and is retreating. And I don't know what happened there. It just said that their strength was only 700, and we had 1,500 strength worth of troops. But apparently our weapons weren't very effective against them or something, and they had weapons very effective against us. That was not a good deal. Establishing an embassy is never a bad thing. Let's get this going. This is just saying people join the community. This is not an invitation for us. Somebody broke a treaty with somebody else. These are all independence guaranteed. They're guaranteeing the independence of our empire. If I agree, it takes away from my influence. That's the only reason why I'm
lost.
Now, the mining station that's lost. So whoever these people were, they've been wiped out.
Initiating communications.
I don't think we ever met them. The mining station that was lost is here. The pirates are basically causing all kinds of trouble.
Technology discovered.
Okay, so what it's saying is we can now try to communicate with our dragon. So that's what I'm going to do there. I'm going to finish this laser. Let's make our troops our fleet a little more powerful.
Construction complete.
So I'm in a pickle. Until this fleet in Bubbles returns, this pirate fleet is just going bonkers. I don't know why I have two different destroyer classes there. There we go. Let's build a destroyer and 3 corvettes.
Anomaly detected.
Ah, the classic human thing. We have a lever. We don't know what it does. Should we pull it? Or do we take it apart and get minerals and research? I have no idea. Obviously, if we don't pull the lever, we get some pretty nice bonuses there. I can't handle any more alien attacks or anything, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. Alright, so we finished our research there.
Technology discovered.
Oh gosh, all these are good. Every one of them. But the one, actually, geez, this is a cheap one. Really nice too. But this is the one. That's a special building upgrade that's very helpful. Alright, so we're out of money.
Technology discovered.
Got our crime and our amenities up. That's good. And again, we have all kinds of great options here. We can do more of this. So just that little bit of research, right? We just bumped back up to 74. Let's go ahead and get rid of a blocker. Alright, so this guy, we could get another district going. Get another district going. This is just a generic one. We'll do that. So this is, remember we were trying to get our construction ship there fast enough. So now we got nothing. Whereas before we would have gotten like minerals or something. Our construction ship only made it to there. I guess, you know, I apologize because I'm sure somebody's going to get raging mad. I think there was a way that when I told it to move here, it actually tells you when they're going to arrive. and how many days it's going to take. So I could have checked there and seen that it was going to be longer than 700 days. I apologize. I mean, I'm sitting here and pointing it out to you like it was common knowledge, and I even knew it was common knowledge, and here I am screwing that up. Also, if my military would have wiped this out, I could just cut straight through here and get there instead of having to go all the way around, which is what I'm doing now. Okay. I can build something here, and I'm trying to decide. I should probably build another lab. A part of me was going to build a purification plant. The other thing I could do is build one of those I thought there was an energy producing building I could make, but maybe not. The other thing I could do is, those exotic gases. For example, I can build one of these. There's a lot of stuff you can do with this particular one, but since we already have 2 laboratories, I'm going to build another laboratory there. And we're down to just 200 minerals, so I gotta let it build up a bit.
Technology discovered.
And who's attacking us now? I think these are the pirates.
Initiating communications.
Yep, that is the pirates. So you can see our first fleet has arrived. Our admiral survived. So I've combined the fleets. I'm repairing.
Technology discovered.
Last time this really helped us, so we'll go ahead and get that again. It's expensive, but it would be nice to get. Although this stuff would be nice too. We'll go ahead and grab that. Okay, so we already have our mineral hub. We could do something to improve our food. Remember, oh, this was our administrative guy. More administration. He's helping us to keep this number high, which is very helpful.
Survey complete.
Out of money again. I hate doing this. I don't want to do that either.
Construction complete. Survey complete.
Okay, so what else do we want to do here? We want to grab this, so I need to go there. Now, if you're wondering, could I just go colonize this and skip these 3? And the answer is yes, but the influence cost is like quadruple, quintuple. I mean, it's like a super high amount. Whereas if you just go one at a time, it's overall cheaper. Alright, so our fleet. Yeah, this is why I didn't want to spend these, because I want to reinforce my fleet. So I'm basically replacing the ships I lost. Oh. So we just gained 25% towards our living metal research, which is huge. And another living metal was discovered. That's awesome. Alright, I have no choice but to sell one of those. That's about 457 fleet strength. You can see Bubbles here. I'm going to let her heal up.
Survey complete. Technology discovered.
It's a nice cheap one. Running out of money again.
Initiating communications.
Okay, so the Senate is now in session. They would like to form the Galactic Market, which lets our resource capacity storage go up to 10,000, or adds another 10,000. I think right now it's at 15,000, so we would go up to 25. I have nothing against that, so I'm going to support it. And the number that's next to you is your diplomatic weight, which factors in various things, but that's how much basically votes I get in the galactic community. And these mega corporations, by the way, are going to try to build corporations on our home world. And so you might see something appear here. A lot of times they need a commercial pact with us first. But I think a commercial pact with a mega corporation doesn't cost us anything. I have to think about that. Okay, so Bubbles just finished repairing. This guy, we're still trying to replenish our fleet. But, you know, we were out of alloys, so now we're doing the remainder of the replenishment. So I'm going to go ahead and send Bubbles. This guy, the pirate fleet only has a 457 strength.
Anomaly detected.
So this is Bubbles versus the pirates. Alright, now this is astounding. We found nanites. Microscopic machines, millions of years old. And so 200 nanites were found here. And we're going to get a +4 mineral research, and then of course our engineering research gets a bump. And that nanite, by the way, goes into, like right there you can see, we actually have 200 nanites in our inventory. That's, I guess you would argue, that is the most rare of all the resources. And yes, Bubbles just wiped out the pirates. And now we're going to have her go wipe out their base. Okay, so the dragon here, you can pause and read. Here's the top part. Here's the bottom part. Basically, the dragon's saying we're not ready yet. But, you know, it's about time you finally figured out how to speak with me. And so we're going to get 150 influence, which is awesome. And then, basically, we have to improve our evolutionary mastery, and then he'll start to talk to us.
Our presence in the galaxy has not gone by unnoticed.
And so that's the dragon speaking with us. And we get a whole bunch of unity for that. And get some money. And then we get to take another one. Okay, where I go from here really depends on the game. At the moment, Harmony would help us, let's see. This helps us with governing ethics. which helps us with the factions, these bonuses here. Stability is always good. That's actually a good one. It doesn't help us much. I think we want to do one of these two, and I just got to figure out which one now. Mercantile, for example, if we research all this, it says if we adopt it, our population food upkeep is minus 10%, and our mineral upkeep, so the amount of food and minerals that we use goes down by 10% just from adopting this. If we finish all of the chain, then our empire sprawl is reduced by 10%, and we get another ascension perk, which you get one of those no matter what you finish. So the empire sprawl, of course, affects this. Mercantile, adopting it, our trade protection goes up by 5, which means we can have more. We won't have pirates as much, and the collection range goes up by 1, which means we'll get more trade for each star base. The trade value when we finish goes up by 10%, so that's more money in general. Here, the mining station output goes up 20%, which is huge. That means we'll get more of this and this. If we adopt everything, then the resources from jobs goes up 5%. We get 5 stability. Okay, so they're both really good. This one will let us get clerks will generate additional trade. Commercial buildings, or commercial zones, will give us an extra merchant. We don't have that many. We can convert trade into things. That's not very helpful. The market fee, minus 10%. That means like when I'm selling one thing to get another, they take a fee. And so that fee is 30% right now. That would drop to 20%. And then this is trade value 10%, which turns into more money. This here, all the buildings that we have, the upkeep and the district upkeep is reduced by 10%, which is money. This one is specialist output plus 5%. That means this resource and this goes up by 5%. This one gives us more clerks. Build cost reduced and the speed is increased. And extra housing. I'm going to go with prosperity. I think they're both good, but we're going to go with prosperity first. Oh, and just in case you're wondering, this one gives you extra food and makes it easier to colonize other planets. This one, of course, assists you with diplomacy with other races. This one will help you with attacking other races. And it's more about like once you conquer them and you're assimilating them. This one is all for spying. And then this one will give you fleet power strength and upgrades. And this upgrades your damage versus star bases and stuff like that. So if you're on the attack, this is one to take. And then this one down here is defensive. So it makes your star bases have more health, stuff like that. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to take this one. And we should see these numbers improve. Because the mining station output goes up 20%. Mining stations are this and this in each of the star systems. So, if we want to see the mining stations improve, I should see this number go down and that number go up. And 20%, this would mean I'd get another 26. Let's see. And I also need to pause real quick. Sorry, I'm in a fantasy Supercross league, and Supercross is going on right now while I'm watching the qualifying rounds, and I just wanted to make sure my picks were in. Okay, so like I said, this should change by 20%. Let's see.
Technology discovered.
It did. That went from 130. Let's see, we said. Oh yeah, that did change by 20%. So this improved, and that 160 went down to 140. I mean, so immediately we got a little bit of a reprieve. And let's keep going. So they said that we got a 25%, so that gave us 8,000 research points. We haven't done anything. We just got 8,000 research points for it. So that's really good. This is a super good one, because we haven't done much with our star bases, but once we start upgrading and building them, we need reduced cost. Now, getting to our construction ships, we got a lot of influence at the moment, and so with that being said, let's do research subsidies. So what that did was our researcher output is now up 10%, and that helped these guys.
Engaging enemy station.
And this is Bubbles.
Technology discovered.
Alright, so we got $50 for it. Not bad. Let's have Bubbles come back. So I got this guy. He was going to go up and expand here. But let's go ahead and repair our stations first. And then we can expand. This one, we'll do a similar thing.
Anomaly detected.
I did colonize this one, right? Yep, I did. Okay, so we got yet another one that would increase our energy credits. Oh, there's that energy grid. I never researched this yet. Yeah, let's get that one out of the way.
Construction complete.
Still have more. Still trying to replenish my fleet there. Now that when I do that, it's all happening at the Sol Station. And the reason the Sol Station works is because I have a shipyard. It's the only shipyard I have right now. And basically what that means is you can see the work that's being done here. Number of sudden gravitational shifts. So we got a bunch of research for this. And go ahead and let that improve. I could build one here. It'll give me 6 energy, I guess. I don't know how important that is. Bureaucratic Center. Yeah, this is the guy. I wanted to start building laboratories with this one. But we don't have our 10 population yet. We can build a Betharian power plant, which will improve the amount of money we're making. So let's do that, because our money is... we are bleeding badly here. And now I gotta sell again.
Technology discovered.
Okay. So we got a civic point, and I'll show you what that does in a second. This one might be good. These, of course, we need to do. Yeah, let's do that one. Okay, so the civic point. When I created this race, you could see they have 2 civics here. One is the parliamentary system. The other one is functional architecture. So what I could do is reform the government, and it costs 250 of these points, which I don't have. But if I do, I get to select from these other ones. And these were available to me when I created the race, but now I get to do more. So of these, the ones that I really like the most is I do like this one, +1 minerals for miners. But I think the Masterful Crafters is the one I like the most. So what they do is, right now we have artisans that make consumer goods, but instead we would have artificers that make consumer goods and trade and engineering research. So they do all three. Okay, and in order to do that, I need 250 influence, which I don't have at the moment. But if I wait, I pretty much can soon. And, okay, I got my fleet almost back to where
Survey complete.
it is. Yep, there we go.
Technology discovered.
And Bubbles is back to 100%. So my fleet is restored. And that was a little scary, but let's go take out those jerks again. Alright, so we got this energy grid researched. I think it's time to boost that by 20%.
Establishing colony.
These are all between other races, so I don't have to worry about them too much. And yeah, we got a colony going. We can upgrade our lab, which will consume another one of those exotic gases. And right now we're at no surplus, so I'm going to leave the lab alone. Biggest mistake you'll make in this game is you'll upgrade buildings and then realize, oh crap, I need exotic materials, and of course you don't have enough. So don't upgrade your buildings until you can figure out how you're going to get those resources. Now, my son will tell you, just buy them, which is true. But right now, I don't have any money. So, for now, I'm going to continue to limp along like I have been.
Construction complete.
Okay, so I got one more I could do here. Will give me 6 energy credits. I don't even know if it's worth it. Somehow I dropped down to 190. I don't know what I did.
Construction complete.
I must have expanded somewhere without even thinking. Star Fortress is always worth it. Getting a cruiser would be nice. I don't really have a lot of resources to build a cruiser. Antimatter missiles is good, but this is, this is a cheap one. That plus 5% minerals. Don't discount that.
Detected.
Alright, so we can at least get our stations going. And let's sell 500. Whatever aliens are transporting now, but withered husks. We can hail them. Or just get 44 influence. Oh gosh. That 44 influence would be nice right now, wouldn't it? I am generating 5 a round, which is a good, healthy number. Let's put him on screen. Oh yes, it's this guy. I should have taken the influence. Okay, so what this guy is he's the caretaker, and he wants to be the governor of the planet that we just colonized. So we could say we have no need, or he'll be added to our leader pool. Sure, let's add him to the leader pool. We're this far in now. Alright, so this particular sector, or it doesn't matter which one. So this caretaker actually does give a bonus to research, which is good, and ship build speed and cost. So he'd be real good for our home world. So For example, the Ficonia sector is currently being run by this 89-year-old. He's 709. He's immortal. He'll never die. And so you can see he's a skill level of 4. And so that bonus he provides, crime minus 12, all that stuff, and resources from jobs plus 8%. This guy is getting 12% resources from jobs. So he's actually a little bit better because he's at level 6. But this one will catch him and eventually surpass him. Actually, to be honest, he's good. So let's put him in charge of our main. And then for this one, all this guy does is give us extra bureaucrats. So we'll put him in charge of these two. And then we'll go ahead and keep going. We might take a little bit of a dip in our resources.
Anomaly detected. Technology discovered.
Alright, so this diplomatic weight will help us with, because we're in that galactic community now and we sometimes vote on things, and that's what this is going to help with. We'll get an extra 10% to our points. And then, of course, we can build a building called the Embassy Complex, which gives us more envoys. I'm going to go ahead and take the habitability one. And then this one is always fun. Okay, strike craft are awesome. I haven't really shown you how I use them yet. They're really good at taking out pirates. They're great at defending star bases. Improved strike craft is way better than regular. It's worth it. Obviously, this is just a straight up 20% bonus. Also nice. City district housing I thought was awesome at first, but all it is the blue districts. So the housing in the blue districts goes up by 1, but it's still nothing to sneeze at. It's good. It's just not as good as I originally thought it was. This habitats are like ring worlds. They're basically space stations that you can live in. And then we'd have to construct them, and then we would send population to colonize it, just like a planet. So it's decent, but it's a little tedium to it. And then, of course, this is just saying we can build corvettes cheaper and faster. This is a nice one to have, but I always pass up on it. I actually want to improve strike craft. So we found an illegal settlement on the planet's surface from smugglers.
Updated.
Right here. In shit. Okay. That was a bad joke. Yeah, we were heading up to attack these guys. Oh, come on. It's a time mission, I think, isn't it? 1,075 days. This will take 692 days and 820. See, I can learn from my mistakes. So we will make it there in time. Oh, +2 is nice. Alright, I want to reform our government. Oh gosh. How come I keep going down?
Survey complete. Technology discovered.
Energy Nexus is an upgrade to the other energy building I just researched. Not a bad option. I think I get confused because these different reactors, they all add, like this is an improved reactor. This is a fusion reactor, like fission and then fusion. And so now we're looking at cold fusion, which I think is even better. Let's try it and figure it out.
Anomaly detected. Survey complete.
Out of money again. This is that 30% I was telling you about that would improve. And yeah, I'm running out of money every 6 months, basically. This will use a moat, which is one of the special resources. I currently only have +1 moat, but it'll increase the amount of minerals I'm making. At the moment, I'm okay. This, of course, will... I'm okay with this too, so I don't need to upgrade this building yet. This is just a whole hodgepodge of things. And you can see I have workers on everything, but see, there's no technicians. So if I click on this, there's only 1 worker available. That'll actually improve this number, but I'm okay with him making this gas extractor. So that's not the worst thing in the world for him to be doing.
Technology discovered.
Okay, so now we got a lot of crap here. The Fleet Academy is decent. This one, I don't really have soldiers, but if I did, it would increase our naval capacity. And of course our defense army would be improved. And remember, I always told you I poo-poo army stuff. Heritage site is... we really don't build these. This is that culture building. I did build it on one of our planets. This is an upgrade to that building, and it improves the amount of unity and culture that it produces. And then the auto-curating vault, the culture that workers output is plus 15%, which these two sort of like go together. This does nothing by itself, but it enhances and boosts these. So if you had a planet that had just a whole bunch of heritage sites, this thing would improve all of them. You know what, let's do the chemical bliss so I can show you what that does.
Anomaly detected.
One of the things we haven't really spent a lot of time on is... oh, not there. I'll show you this in a bit. I think it's policies. So somewhere in here might be a spot where I can use those chemicals once I research them. And for example, the economic policy is mixed. Trade policy. Population control. So you can substantially change the boosts you get. Like right now I'm expansionist, which makes my outpost cost minus 10%. But I could switch to isolationist, and that would actually give me extra unity and administrative capacity, but other penalties. And we could change this to proactive, which would make these people happier. That's actually one of the things. They want us to switch from cautious to proactive. There's somewhere else where I get to make decisions. I just don't know where. I mean, this is one of them, but that's not the one I'm looking for. So I'm still at 227. I don't know what I'm doing to make the number take so long to grow. Oh, we got some more nanites. That's awesome. I can play a whole game and never find nanites.
Technology discovered. Construction complete. Survey complete. Log updated. Survey complete. Special project complete.
Okay, so yeah, these guys got kidnapped by pirates. The ransomeers. So now we gotta rescue them.
Detected. Log updated. Colony established.
Okay, so all kinds of stuff just happened. The first one is we can nominate one of our worlds for being a galactic hub. So for example, I can say under the decisions here, I can say I want to be a galactic hub nominee. It costs me 1,000 credits, 150 influence, and then I would become one of the candidates to become a galactic hub. And if I do, then I get all kinds of trade bonuses and stuff like that. That's one thing. The other is we have to raid the smuggler base, and we have to do it within 552 days, and you need a transport ship. And it's also in the same location that we were told that we need to go deal with. So we need a transport ship. That would be here. These guys, they have some, those half-like population are on this Ginnog Prime. Alright, so I'm producing a transport ship.
Survey.
And I don't know what, like, I must have run out of time. Oh no, that's the raid the smuggler base. I have to have a transport ship to do that. Oh my gosh, I've been screwing that up. The ransomeer base is where I need to send my troops. Where are they at? Oh my gosh, they're way down there. I don't even have it explored. That's 245, 777. Let's go ahead and attack that one. I really screwed up, folks. This mission that's timed, I have to produce a transport ship and go there. It's not a military ship, it's a transport ship.
Technology discovered.
So this thing with a little luggage.
Technology discovered.
Alright, so we just researched that cold fusion reactor. Yep, it's a level 3. So it's just a overall better reactor. Now the reactor is just a reminder, is what gives you the energy for your ship, your power.
Evading hostiles.
Okay, a lot of stuff going on. I gotta get my money.
Construction complete.
We just got the crystal infused plating. Let's upgrade our missiles. So we have crystal growths. Self-sustaining and caused by the crystals taking in the radiation. They're made out of sucrose and could potentially be edible. So basically they're sugar. So we could eat them and get +3 food on that planet. This is one of the rare situations where you could actually get food in a manner that's not, through your farmers. Let's go ahead and just improve our research. We're not here to eat alien species. Okay, so we have our transport ship. We're telling them to come here. Transport ship is doing some research.
Special project complete.
Significant victory. We get 2,000 money, which is awesome, and 2,000 minerals. Okay, that wasn't bad at all. So the nice thing about that was the 2,000 money. And now our troops, if they can ever get to here, this ransomware base, there's some really nice bonuses if we can ever win that as well. The thing is it's a base. All right, remember those marauders I was telling you about? Now they're demanding tribute. So we're going to give them 1,500 minerals, or you'll get nothing from a scum. So we'll give them 50. Good thing that we got that 2,000 money, right? Because otherwise I was going to have to sell this for money, and we have to do this. So this was really good timing.
Survey complete.
Alright, so we got some battling going on here. Alright, we wiped this guy out. Going to here. Yeah, we're just going to go here for now. We'll have him come up and survey that system.
Technology discovered.
This is a strategic resource. We probably want to expand to there. I just don't have enough. This will let us build more alloys. This lets us build more of these. But see, look, we got a nice little surplus now. So that's working out really well. Let's go ahead and unlock our cruiser. Okay, there's a lot to do here. This particular colony is now available. I think I want to make it like a research / mining colony. So I just built all 7, and I still have 6 districts left. So I can make it turn into a money place. Since money is an issue, we could, do that. So that's 3 of them, and then 2 more will eventually unlock. So I could just wait. I got enough build queue here for it to last a long time. We're going to go ahead and get that commercial zone going like we always do. And then we're going to make it a mineral purification hub. And then, like I said, once we get to level 10 pop, we'll start building some research labs. It's in the frontier sector. So, we're going to go ahead and make it, because we have a colony leader we can assign.
Anomaly detected.
These guys aren't very strong, so I'm going to go ahead and go in with my original fleet. I don't need bubbles. Vroom. Alright, we're here.
Survey complete. Anomaly detected.
Okay, we gained a trait. If they made a lifeboat, you should be attempting to hell us by now. Scan all frequencies. Oh, looks like they got destroyed. They never made it off the base. So now, all of our people for the next 5 years have a minus 10% happiness because I killed our civilians. Yeah, that wasn't intended there. So let's go take out that group. Alright, so now we got a dimensional portal located on Mining Prime. Weather prediction algorithms knows a strange air current. So we now have a dimensional portal researcher job.
Log updated.
So we'll go ahead and start that research. Our 2,000 money is already gone. However, we started to finally stockpile some resources here. So you can see we got 500 of those.
Technology discovered.
There's another vote going on. So the weight from the economy would give us another 20%. So if we have a really good economy, we get another 20% towards our voting power. Our worker pop resource output is 2.5%. That would be these two resources here. But minus 2% habitability on planets. There's one that currently opposes. Which one is us? This one. We have 759 power. So you can see how we compare against the others. We're in the middle of the pack. There's still a few that are ahead of us, and there's a few behind us. So I'm going to go ahead and support this.
Survey complete.
And we got ourselves a cruiser. And I'm going to build the Star Fortress, or research the Star Fortress. And, oh, look at this. What an awesome planet that is. Or star system. Let's build ourselves 4 cruisers. But oh, hold on. Before we do that, let's design our cruiser. So we got, I like the idea of an artillery bow. I like the idea of a hangar core, which means that we're going to have, this will have the strike craft in it. So it's basically like an aircraft carrier in a way, but this would be more of like an escort carrier. Or we can do a missile core, artillery, or a broadside is just a whole bunch of weapons. We'll go ahead and do a hangar core, which does use point defense. And then for the broadside, 2 small or 1 medium. We'll go ahead and go with the medium. And then auto-complete that. And you can see, like, here it's got a mining drone laser. a medium one at that, so happy with that. And here are improved strike craft, which does 31 damage. That's the whole point of this. And then, of course, this is point defense, which is really close range, but it's still, you know, we're starting to get into bigger ships here. So a cruiser sounds perfectly fine. And then a large blue laser, which is 17 damage. And of course we got some auxiliaries, which right now all this does is give us extra power, and you can see we have plenty. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and save that. And now we're going to build 4 of those.
Initiating communications.
Alright, so I'm concerned. Somebody just... Kendra Prime, which is way over here, they just went through our empire and colonized this. And it could be because they went through the wormhole. That's probably what happened. But now this area here that we thought we had time to colonize is no longer something we have time to do. So that's concerning. I was saving points here because I wanted to reform the government. So let me do that real quick. I think we said we wanted masterful crafters. We'll spend our 250, and yeah, let's get our construction ships going. This one was going up. I need to come back down. I really wanted to colonize this, but it looks like he's going to beat me to it. Let's try to get this. So far, the only way in is through here. So let's go ahead and go down there. This guy, I've been waiting for them to kill him. They haven't. I'm worried that they're going to come in and... Yeah, let's just go do that. And then this guy... Yeah, let's just finish this off. We've got a science officer here. We'll have him go...
Special project complete.
Let's get our money up for a bit. Oh, a null void beam is a pretty high... That's not a regular beam there. Also, dimensional portal researchers produce dark matter. Holy cow. That's well done. Okay. We definitely want to do this upgrade. The upkeep is money, but we're going to make that money back in spades. This feature here, we're just low on money. That's why I haven't been doing much. Okay, this world. I can build 3 more things now. We have 14. This is interesting. Yeah, we want to do labs. Oh, I'm out of minerals.
Survey complete. Technology discovered.
Okay. Here's that thing that I was able to research like real early in the game, and then I haven't been able to research since. So let's go ahead and get that done. I'm really low on resources.
Complete. Construction complete.
Look at all these buildings I can build. Yeah. I can build a lot of stuff here. Okay, because I have this guy, and because this guy gives research bonus, these two are industrial worlds. Yeah, they are. But I might change this one to become a tech world, which all that does is reduce the upkeep. Well, who cares about that? That's an interesting one. Yeah, I'm going to leave it as an industrial world, but because he has a bonus to research, we're going to build labs in these two worlds. This one, I was thinking of building labs, but I got a different plan for this one. Let's get some more minerals so I can build everything I want to build. Well, actually, we can go ahead and get something started here. Get a lab going for him. And a lab... Oh, this one needs 10 population still. Alright, this is that thing I always need. What a bad time to get it. I'm going to have to sell off other stuff.
Anomaly detected. Survey complete.
Yeah, look, another gas down there.
Anomaly detected.
There's that null void beam. Well, that's not a very expensive... It is rare technology. Plus 400% shield damage. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that. Oh, this is bubbles.
Survey complete. Log updated.
Okay, so we need a construction. I'm going to go ahead and hit track. It's probably one of these down here. Yep, that one. So if I get a construction ship there, it'll repair the shipyard, and I'll get a couple ancient ships for free, basically. I'll use this one whenever he's done with his job.
Survey complete.
So we're wiping out everything here. Okay, we finished the off-world. This will upgrade our commerce building that we're building on all of our planets. So not the worst idea. Finally got one of these. Let's do this. This should help the money situation. I'm guessing maybe 20 to 40 reduction. Let's find out.
Survey complete.
166 to 143. Yeah, about 20. That wasn't that impressive, but every little bit helps. Okay, we finished that null void beam. We could do wormhole travel. I really don't want to research that at the moment, but yeah, it's rare, so let's do it. Okay, so with that null void beam, I don't know, like it's one of these things. So like a medium laser, as you can see, does 6.82. This one's 5.62. This one does extra hull and armor damage, whereas this one does a whole bunch of shield damage, but not much of anything else. So it's an interesting one. It's really good against shielded targets. And so you could sort of get the idea that sometimes you need specialized ships to deal with your enemies. So if your enemies are very shield heavy, you want to use these, right? If they're not shield heavy, then you want to use those. So does become a rock, paper, scissors. I guess you could try to have a balanced fleet of different types. But yes, that is an issue. I am totally happy with it the way it is. And what the heck is this? We're going to go ahead and delete that. That's the cruiser that it auto-built. And we have auto-upgrades, so like you can see that everything's upgrading itself. Like the anti-manner missiles are now there, which are pretty decent. We're up to 2,000. So I'm going to go ahead and let's build 2 more research labs. And this one is lacking in amenities, but it's probably because there's no clerk jobs, right? So we got all of this stuff, so at minimum I need to get the alloy foundries down. But then, yeah, we're going to do research jobs once that gets to 10. This one here, same deal. We need to get the alloy foundry. It's not up to 10. But instead of doing research with this one, we're going to build these crystal plants. You know, we're going to generate these special resources however we can. And then mining prime. That last one was just a breeding grounds for the amoeba. The same thing that Bubbles is. Alright, and then let's go finish these guys off before we head back to repair. And my science ships should be having a field day, because we just unlocked all these different systems. Let's go ahead and do that. And we'll finish that off. We'll do this. And then we need to come back up here and go there. We got plenty of that going. The +5 versus the +4 does make a difference. And then, of course, I've been neglecting my construction ships. Alright, so we'll do that, and then we'll swing over to here to research. And then once that's done with researching, we're going to come back and colonize that. And the good news is they haven't expanded outside of there. But I guarantee you, as soon as we get close, they will.
Anomaly detected.
Right, so we got a new building that popped up here. We got our 3 research labs. Do we do a 4th? I think we should. Yeah, I think we should. We need more research. Okay, got some nice physics there. We found a new site for archaeological. I don't think we colonized anything that has... The other thing that's interesting is you need 10,000. I mean, we're sitting here at 744.
Anomaly detected.
Okay, couple things. Let's take care of the money problem. Good thing we have a food surplus. And then this should be... Yep, these guys. Oh no, what? Oh, that's down here. We'll just run away from that.
Anomaly detected.
I don't need 2 scientists down there. Let's get one of them to come up and do that system. Sometimes when it does auto explore, you have to like move it to the region you want it to start exploring, and then it'll stay in that region. And with all of them down here, none of them are going to be smart enough to go back up. At least not until they ran out of places to go. Okay, so what this is an upgrade. This is something we absolutely need to have eventually. But it'll upgrade our factories that produce those. These are, of course, just nice upgrades for our ships. But for now, yeah, I definitely want to get that. Like, even if you don't intend to build that building right away, if it's a building you know you're eventually going to have to build, you still want to get it in your... Alright, so they established the market and the UNAC system, which we didn't even try, so that chain ended. And I'll let you read this, but basically we had an event that gave us 200 experience. And there we go. We just cleared out another system. So we're going to head them home for an upgrade. And then Bubbles, we're going to do the same thing. Head home for an upgrade. So that crew that went missing through the dimensional portal, they're now back. There's a special science ship that we can get, or we can have them go hostile. I really don't want to fight more stuff, so I'll take the science ship. It's a weird science ship that can do things. It's called Other Science Ship. And yeah, let's find a new leader for him. This one has good survey speed. This is actually an interesting one. This is like a really nice specialty you want for this guy here. See, he's even researching one right now. I'll leave it be. We'll go ahead and... Right there, that's the archaeologist one that I was telling you about. So somehow during his level ups, he got the ability to be a good archaeologist. Okay, let's do this one. I don't have enough money.
Survey complete. Construction complete.
That'll spend 135 because I'm going to be skipping this. I don't know if I want to skip. We'll go ahead and do this one.
Technology discovered.
I think I want to go up and explore this. Let's go ahead and do that.
Survey complete.
And you can see, like, our planets, you have to check in on them from time to time because sometimes they get extra building slots, like this guy. We're sort of waiting to get to 10 with that one. He's really close to 10. If he just put some employees here, this problem goes away. These got the laboratories. We're ready to upgrade, but they need the gas, which you can see the exotic gas. We have a +0 surplus, so I don't dare upgrade them yet. But by building these laboratories, you can see like I'm up to 200 each now. So we're starting to finally, ramp that up. Here we're trying to be administrative parks. And I have 4 extra resources. So that administrative park makes this number go up, but I'm not doing it like I said before, actually. I'm just remembering I talked about this before. I'm not upgrading that because I just don't need it yet. This one here would actually be nice because any extra minerals you get is good. See, the minerals from the miners would become +2 instead of +1. So all the miner jobs, each one of these gives 2 miner jobs. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And then that's going to give an extra 20 minerals. I mean, that makes this number jump up quite a bit. 20 actually. But the thing is it uses motes. And right there you can see I have 1 extra mote right now. But I'm going to go ahead and do it because it's going to be worth it. And I know you might be thinking, well, 150 is already good. But just look at what we're doing. In order to compensate for this, I'm constantly selling this. So I need this to be higher if I want to keep bumping up and up and up. So that's the thing. Now, could I could build an energy grid, which will create technician jobs, but I have no technician here. I think I have them here. It's just I need this guy to grow. I'll eventually have him. Alright, we finished wormhole travel. I don't use this as much, but this will let us detect ships sooner. Let's do the auxiliary fire control.
Technology discovered.
Commerce. Okay, here's the first thing we need. This is going to help us to start doing genetic modification. We need this as a prerequisite for some of the stuff we want to unlock. So I'm going to go ahead and pick that.
Special project complete.
So we restored power. It broke down immediately afterwards, deemed beyond repair. And we got some new ships in our fleet. So it produced a Raider, ISS Spectre, Ghost, and Wraith. So we got 3 Raider ships that it produced. They're Raider class. I don't even know what that means. Because we have Corvette, Destroyer, Cruiser. Maybe it's its own special thing, or maybe I can upgrade them to something else. Well, there you go. There's the details. So they seem to be their own little animal. Raider class ship. So for now, I'm going to send them back with everybody else. And you can see our main fleet is, or no, the 4 cruisers we made are there. And those 4 cruisers alone are 1.6 thousand strength. So yeah, the bigger the ships are, the quicker that strength piles up. Pretty soon we're going to have 50k, 100k fleets.
Technology discovered.
Civilian fabricators complete. If I go ahead and finish this, I can start mining that mineral now. Even though I don't need it until towards the late game. By collecting it now, you only produce like 1 at a time. I can eventually get like 1,000, 10,000, 15,000 of these. It really is. Yeah, let's do it. It's going to take me a long time to get up to 32,000. But we're going to go ahead and do it. And I think I'm going to recruit that guy. So right now, this is the symbol. I'm going to recruit that symbol and put him on so he's got a bigger bonus.
Survey complete.
It's going to take a while, but yeah, we'll go ahead and get that going.
Survey complete.
They're almost home.
Survey complete.
Now that they're home, we're going to reinforce the fleet. The resolution was passed. +3 research.
Technology
busy
discovered.
Producing and upgrading. Alright, so I got unemployment here, which is interesting. The unemployment is in the specialist category. So I have 2 culture workers, 2 bureaucrats, 1 enforcer. They're up to 10. Well, that's easy enough to solve. I was going to build a laboratory here, because this guy does give him bonuses. A laboratory would use a specialist type of worker, but I think these do as well, like a gas refiner. And we need gas, for example. So if I choose this, that should employ the guy. And then remember, I just researched the upgrade to these. It will use the rare crystals if I upgrade it, and we're not even employing anybody yet, so that's not very helpful. This inhibits enemies from, like, it slows them down, so it gives you more time to shoot them. This UV laser, when you see this little lock, by researching this, it unlocks other technologies down what they call the energy weapons path. So even if the mining laser is better, you would research this because this will unlock better lasers down the road. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Gotta get that going. And then that'll let us build the labs. Where the heck is this? Alright, so these guys were so angry, our science ship had to do an emergency exit, so we just lost the science ship. Look at this. Holy cow. I need to colonize that. And this is the symbol for... It happened to our military ships, remember? So they're fleeing. It's going to be a long time, because what they usually do is flee all the way back to your home system. Or maybe they flee to your territory, which is here. But whatever time it would take them to fly there, that's what you're basically going to have to wait. Yeah, look, there's all kinds of stuff to unlock here. Alright, so there's a gateway. This L cluster thing is evil. There's like a... I think it rolls dice. L cluster is another dimension. So it'll appear here. So you know how you see all these stars here? There'll be another a group of star systems here that represents the L cluster. There's no way to get there except through a wormhole. The L clusters, you have to do like research and unlock the L cluster, like to understand what the heck L clusters is. I would say 80 to 90% of the time, the L cluster is a prison for some evil entity. Now, there's at least 5 or 6 different evil entities that can pop out of that L cluster. They're all bad. One of them is like these space amoebas. Another one is a dragon. There's another one that's just a highly advanced race of people. And they come out, and you need about 50,000 fleet strength to fend them off. My fleet strength right now is 2,500. So they're really nasty. Now there's L cluster wormholes all throughout the galaxy, and we've been really lucky. We haven't had one yet. Now they're going to look like similar to this. So see, this is a natural wormhole. An L cluster wormhole. Where did we say this is? The LR9 singularity. Oh, it's over here. Oh. That's interesting. That's in the middle of nowhere. Oh, so the L cluster this time is here. Okay, fine. Normally it's just off here in the corner. It has been deliberately locked into some kind of maintenance loop that prevents its activation. Until we find a way of aborting this process, the L cluster remains beyond our reach. Now, normally, there's an L cluster, like, see, that's another natural wormhole. There will be this red, hexagon with an L cluster wormhole. And so let's say, because any of us could unlock it. The AI can unlock it, we can unlock it. Then what happens is this evil entity pours through the wormholes everywhere. So let's say I had a wormhole right here. They would just pop out and start annihilating me and my systems. They would just attack you ruthlessly. Now, I had one time, just once, where it was like a treasure trove. Like, it was 100% positive for me. There was no negative, there was no evil entity. And I'm wondering if this is one of those times, because this was built by nanites, and I've never had this kind of event come up before. And you can see there's a situation log update, the L cluster.
Updated.
So there's this L cluster thing. We need 7 insights, so there's several ways to get it. But I don't see an L cluster anywhere in our system. Oh, right there it is, the L gate. That's it. So that's the L cluster right there. And yeah, they would pop in here and they would just start annihilating. Okay, how do we get L cluster stuff? Well, one way is we can spend artifacts to get insights into L clusters. It costs 50. Another way is we can ask the curators about mysteries of the universe, and the L cluster stuff should show up here eventually. It might be because I haven't unpaused the game yet.
Survey complete.
So let me unpause it, and then now let's try again. Oh, right here. What do you know about the L gates? So, for 5,000 bucks, they'll give me 1 L gate point out of the 7 that I need. Now here we can recruit a scientist. That's what I want to do. That's 1,000 bucks, but that's worth it. How do I get 1,000 bucks? We'll do that, and we'll do that, and boom. Alright, so now, for example, I got this guy going at 52%. This one has a 15% research speed bonus. He's called the Mentat, and he's level 5, and he gets another 10% because of his level. Now, this guy is getting 15% because these two match. So it's actually not going to be that much of an improvement. Now this guy's getting 15% because these two match. But I'm going to go ahead and put him on there. So you can see he jumped up to 60% now. And yeah, getting their researcher is awesome. And that was a one-time fee. I don't have to come up with money again to keep him. Now that I have him, I have him. And look at this. There's just so many nice systems that we still haven't colonized.
Construction complete.
What the heck is X941? Okay, that is not X941. This function is not working correctly. It's probably wherever there it is. Look at that thing. Isn't that cool? Alright, so that dimensional horror is here, which is this thing. Okay, so we found an L gate, and then we found a dimensional horror next to the Hell gate. Now, this thing, we can eventually defeat it with our fleet, but I think you need at least a 30k strength fleet. I would probably recommend 50k to take him out. So in the meantime, we gotta just leave him be, and let's just hope our science ship stays alive to escape. It did not. So the whole ship got blown up and destroyed. So you can see I'm doing a bunch of upgrades. I could build another science ship. I will do that. And then if you scroll down, hold down the shift key and hit the up arrow, it pops up to the top.
Anomaly detected.
Alright, what do we got here? We contacted a Leviathan. I think they're talking about this singularity thing. We're starting to get dark matter now, because our people produce that. That's an interesting concept. I don't think we can harvest dark matter, because we do have a few worlds that I thought had dark matter. It may not. You can usually only get it at a black hole. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and mine. I'm out of minerals. Alien origin. There's plenty of scientists available for us to use. We should have 2 of them sitting idle. Actually, we have 3. He's 112 years old. Jesus. We'll go ahead and... But this one's a level 6, so we'll go ahead and use him. Have him survey that.
Anomaly detected.
That one was going to go to the same place, but instead of doing that one, we'll have him do that one. Yeah, that one's already there.
Technology discovered.
Okay, this one, basically we're going to get a 10% boost to the production of these. Or no, just this one. Always a good option. Scrolling up, you can see all kinds of upgrades. You just need enough minerals and other resources to support it. We hit 10 here. This needs 194. Nope. We already got it.
Upgraded.
So now we can build some labs, but now we're out of minerals again.
Anomaly detected.
Sorry, my dog is barking. Go ahead and sell some of those. Now my ship's returned. I actually do need to do some repairs and upgrades. So that's 84. That's 159. So yeah, we got an asteroid here. We're going to gently excavate it. There's a host, a bunch of old mining drones. So that gave us a +4 to our energy. This number is just always through the roof. And you can see that our ships are costing us 44. The station's 97. Starbase is 52. The buildings 106. Districts 136. So you can see where all of the expenses are coming from. Yeah, it's just constantly draining us.
Construction complete.
Alright, so we got a genetic modification point. 1 point is not worth anything, but it eventually will get 4 points and then 7 points. And then once we get enough points, we can go in and do some pretty cool stuff. And I'll show you as soon as I finish selecting this. Let's get our farmers boosted. That is done in the species section. So here's basically what happens. It doesn't matter which species you pick. I have one trait point. So what I could do is create a template. So right now I have these traits, and I can create a template which would then let me change their traits. And everything I change costs points. Well, 1 point is enough to remove this red one. That's basically all I'd be able to do. And then I would then have to do a research project to modify my people to have the new template. So I can change basically how we are genetically and what traits we have. Now, when you have an alien species that's in your area, which we have 0 of, so this is the original species. We could do the same thing. We could even modify it. But here we have half fikes. So there's 20 of them that are, here, and we can change them. And that's actually interesting because they're in which region again? Ginog, I think. Yes. Which only has 2 minerals. So this isn't the greatest. The mining prime is where we need them. And actually, I wonder if I could... I've never done immigration. So there's 20 of them out there. They're living on 5 planets in our empire. But I don't think any of them are on this one, which is the one I need them on because they would get mining bonuses. If I wanted them to move, how would I do that? I know there's a way. I just can't remember. I never do this. I would swear it would be here. Anyways, I'll have to think about that and maybe even just do a quick lookup. So maybe this would be the one time where I want to move some population, right? Because I want them to move to mining prime because they're really good miners based on their genetic traits. You could create multiple templates. So, for example, I have the flake species. Let's say I had 8 points here. I can create a new template, and I get to name it. And I can make out of these 93, I can make 20 of them use that new template, and that new template is they're really good at mining. And then I can have another template where they're really good at research. And then I can have another template where they're really good at, energy creation, credits, technician job. And so I could basically specialize my population, and I can have multiple templates, and it'll look like this. So after I have my FIKE, if I make my new template, it'll show up like this, where this is the original species, and then this is the new template down here. And yes, you can set rights. So these people, do they have full citizenship? There's all kinds of stuff you can do. Then I have these guys as well, and I can go in and modify them if I need to. Now remember, they're pretty much only on one planet. And so that one planet was Alien Prime. That's why I called it Alien. So we're using this one for industrial stuff and maybe some research. So what I could do is I should modify them to make them better at doing those types of tasks.
Survey complete.
Alright, this is going to be awesome.
Construction complete. Evading hostiles.
Now what? More of those dang mining stations. Jesus, they're everywhere.
Survey complete. Initiating communications.
Running out of money again. Okay, these guys don't look good at all. This is part of the new expansion. They're like the vampires. They're the necrophage. They usually aren't very friendly. This is worth doing just to get that one resource right there.
Survey complete.
Alright, so I died. The governor named after me. So let's find a new one. The only thing that sucks is it costs money. Food from jobs. Lifespan, 25 more years. Let's do that.
Ships upgraded.
Okay, gotta sell again. We'll go ahead and do that. I'm gonna sell some of these too. So it costs 340. That's the issue. I'm spending all my points there. But you can see I don't even have specialists taking the job anyways. So I don't necessarily need to be in a mad rush to produce all these buildings. This one, what we want to do is we actually want to build these. But you need to get to population 10 first. Alright, they want to reduce our diplomatic weight from economy and make our goods upkeep less. So I'm going to oppose that one. I'm not winning, of course, but sometimes when you oppose something, other ones will join you. Like that.
Survey complete.
Doesn't mean I'm going to win, though. Okay, we increased our output there. Let's make more energy with our technicians. Like one of these, that one. We actually have technician jobs. You can see there's 10 of them here and nobody's working that job. We got one in each of those. We just need more population. And more mining stations. Jiminy Christmas. We've experienced a lot of them. Look, you'll play a game where you don't even encounter these guys.
Construction complete.
But it is interesting because it's given us a heck of a lot of room to expand. I've played games where my empire can only be about this big, and then I'm surrounded by other people, and that's all I got to work with. I mean, look at how much we've expanded. And, you know, we cut them off. This guy, look, he's expanded. So he's a jerk. That's this one up here. This Foundation of Kenjor Prime.
Anomaly detected.
So we ended up getting a new faction, which is not good. Oh no, we didn't get it. Alright, so these guys are expanding. I have 2 habitable worlds here, which I would like to get to there. This is a choke point that'll prevent them from getting to the rest of our territory. I'm probably not going to be able to beat them to this one, which is the juicy one. I have another juicy one down here. I probably need to move. So this guy, I was sending him up this way. I probably need to actually send him down. They reached the stars and perished.
Log updated.
Alright, let's do this. Let's research in limbo.
Special project complete.
So we can take 10,000 research, or half of that, and keep their neural patterns. Which, once again, there's like that fallen empire that collects them for their zoo. We haven't encountered them in this game, so they may not exist. But I'm going to go ahead and take it anyways. It's free research either way.
Construction complete. Survey complete. Construction complete. Anomaly detected. Log updated.
Okay, so now that mining prime void, they want me to spend 5,000 to research it, and I'm sure, I'm okay with that. This guy wants me to build 2 more agriculture districts. Fat chance of that. I ran into another mining group again. So our tech progress for living metal increased by 25%, which is fantastic because that is exactly what we are researching right now. So that bumped us up 8,000.
Survey.
So we just got an 8,000 bump there. And boy, there's a lot here. These, of course, always nice. That one's nice. I always ignore this, but I should probably do it. But I'm actually going to take this one. So we just found another primitive species.
Survey complete. Construction complete.
We're going to produce additional dark matter now. That's always good. Okay, so build costs reduced. The build costs are mostly minerals. Build speed means just, yeah, it's a good one. This one will increase the output for these two resources, which is good, because if I ever have too many, I can always sell them. And this creates more clerk jobs, which, as you may recall, I have all these clerk jobs that nobody's filling already. In terms of helping me out of my situation, I'm going to go ahead and do this, because that'll spend less of those.
Survey complete.
We need to go this way no matter what, whether I'm going to here or to there. And then this one, we're going to go ahead and finish this. See, that's another special resource, so we're going to go over and do that one.
Evading hostiles.
Right, we finished it. And this is expensive, but good. This is super expensive, and we have no points towards it. Look, even if we finished it, it doesn't help us at the moment. Expensive, but good. Super cheap one. Let's go after that. Afterburners. In fact, I don't even know what we're using right now. That's a level 1. I don't know, I guess it's just another version of those, or maybe afterburners would go... Well, here we go. Auxiliary fire control, look at that. Those go in there if you have extra power to give you a better chance of hitting the enemy. That's awesome. Why would they not add it to that? I think some of it's because I have to put the component there first and then it'll upgrade the component. So that might be the issue there. So for example, I can change these around if I wanted. I can make this one the laser, which is 6.82, that's 9.09. That's actually better. And same with the cruiser. And there was plenty of power. There's no reason not to do that.
Technology discovered.
Definitely need this in case we need to build moats.
Survey complete.
So you can see we're starting to get, our resources are starting to grow even in spite of selling them to make money. I know it's so annoying and whatnot, but hopefully I'm demonstrating to you that you don't need to make money. You just need to make other things to sell into money, and you can actually limp along just fine for years and years in this game.
Evading hostiles.
Okay, I think what's happening is I'm trying to turn on automatic surveying, and it's telling me there's nothing left to survey, and it's because all these jerks here are preventing me from moving to other system areas. So I gotta bring my fleet down here and clear some of this out. And there's no reason not to, actually. Oh, let's take out bubbles and merge our fleets so everybody's under one admiral. It's 230. Let's do one final upgrade before we take off. And then Bubbles herself is 549, so I could probably win some of these. Not against the dimensional horror. That's only 245, for example. So what if I go there with Bubbles?
Anomaly detected.
Yeah, I think, yep, I'm done. So the scientists have gone everywhere they can go. Now what I want to do is find a science ship that has a bonus to archaeology, this one. And what's he doing? He's surveying, but we're going to move him out of there. And I think we actually have some spots right here. See, there's an archaeological site. So we're going to go there and excavate. And then I will let one of these other guys, this one. Oh, nope. The one that's evading hostiles. He will go and survey that system that the first one was doing.
Technology discovered.
Alright, and then we have this.
Ships upgraded.
Alright, as soon as this guy's done doing this, I'm going to have him come down and help me colonize. Because, like, this jerk is expanding even more. And I don't even think I'm going to beat him to this one now.
Construction complete.
I don't have enough. But if I move, I will hopefully have enough once I get there. This mining station output is a super low level one. I should have researched a long time ago. This will improve this and this by 10%. So that's going to be a huge bonus. And you can see, like, I'm starting to get enough extra of these that I can sell 500 at a time. I'm not building these because I want to get expanded up here to beat him to this, which I don't think I'm going to be able to do, but I at least want to beat him to here. Food processing centers are worth it. Get that going. Get that going.
Technology discovered.
They're starting to get expensive. We'll go ahead and do the cheap one.
Survey complete. Technology discovered.
Alright, so that should help a little. We're going to do it again. Get another 10%.
Anomaly detected.
It did. I mean, it did go down by about 20.
Construction complete.
Alright, so I was trying to rush job the construction, but now I'm out of influence, so I'm going to go ahead and build my stations. And then move to there. Now what? And of course I need to build here, but I'm out of influence for the moment. So, let's make sure there's nothing else I can build. So, for example, I'm out of influence, so I can't do this. But is there... Like, for example, look, there's 12 trade here. I haven't been paying attention to my empire. There's 31 trade there. Holy cow. And 11 there. Yeah, I can do something about that. So let's... I can't do it with my construction ship, but let's figure something out here. So for this 12 trade in the Shiat system, I am going to... What the heck? Oh, those are those Leviathans. I'm going to build a starport. So we're going to do our trade. And then this starport here, one of these. Nope, not that one. I totally forgot to ever build this. See, this gives 2 trade value for each trade hub. So I have 2 of them. I mean, it's only going to be 4, but it's still something. And then this is the part that's got me befuddled. I have 31 here and 11 there. Holy cow. I think... So those are colonies. So those colonies must just be producing a whole crap ton of... Yeah. So I'm producing a whole bunch of trade in that particular colony. So... So yeah, let's upgrade that to a starport as well. Sell some food. Yeah, I think we're going to be okay there. Anywhere else where there's just a crap ton of trade. This one's going to be problematic, because I'm going to generate all this trade, but it's going to have to go all the way back home. And that means I might have to build more star bases along the way to protect that trade. So, for example, here, I think I need to build a starport as well. So I'm going to be consuming 3 of my capacity.
Survey complete.
Oh, I see what's happening. This guy's going back and forth. Just go there, buddy.
Technology discovered. Construction complete.
Alright, so we got some nice trade going on here as well. Which, I can get 5 plus 7, I can get 12 trade going there. I don't want to go too crazy with my star bases, not yet. Yeah, those guys are stuck waiting. This one, I gotta have him build that starbase. See, look, we missed our opportunity there. I gotta get this one.
Technology discovered.
There's we could research an L-gate. Don't really want to do it. And you see they just took that one. So they're definitely rushing us. I definitely need here. I gotta take this one.
Technology discovered. Construction complete.
Okay, so I just finished some star bases here. This one needs a trade hub, and we're going to build actually 2 trade hubs. So that'll suck in this 12 and that 2. Also this 7. It'll get all 3 of those. Okay, this guy, we're going to put a hangar bay. And I haven't talked about them, but you can see it says trade protection plus 10, and the protection range is plus 1. So the plus 1 means it can go 1-2 way and protect the trade. However, I just realized I need one of these to be a trade hub. We're going to go ahead and do and then this one, where did I build it? Was it that one? Yeah. There's all kinds of stuff, like a deep space black site will make the governing ethics attraction of this planet 25% in my favor. It also increases the stability. Basically, I'm using the CIA to manipulate the people. There's a lot of cool options when you build a starbase in where your planet already is. Like, this seems like such a waste, but I'm going to go ahead and do this. And I can always upgrade to a star hold, which is actually what I'm going to do here. We're going to upgrade this one to a star hold. And we're going to increase our capacity by 2. And then this ship that's sitting here doing nothing, I just realized we got to put a mining station on our living metal. There was several. There was 3 of them we found so far. That was 1. Here's 2. There's 3. There's actually a 4th one down here somewhere, I thought. There's the 4th one. So we actually have 4 living metals, but only one of them's in our empire right now. We definitely got to fix that. I'm in a mad dash to beat this guy here first.
Technology discovered.
This will increase our research by a lot. That black hole observatory just straight up produces 15 research. But you gotta have a starbase over a black hole. But it's really nice. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that.
Construction complete.
Okay, so we finished our construction. Alright, we got a choke point here. Can't believe I'm out of minerals already. We're going to build a starbase there to protect ourselves against them. Now, what I could do is these people currently they're wary of us. The relations are dropping. Their opinion of us is, as you can see, is a green plus 20. We have some border friction. We could close borders. Yeah, let's do that. So by closing the borders, what that does is that prevents them from flying their ships through our system to colonize on the other side of us.
Construction complete.
I think it angers them. That's the only reason why I was hesitant. Because like when you look at this, see, the closed borders causes a minus 20 on their opinion of us. That's what's going on. So their opinion of us is now 0. So what I can do is I have 3 envoys just sitting here doing nothing. We can just improve relations that way. Okay, how did I get that to pop up? Oh, we don't have enough intel. Interesting. Okay, so they close their borders with us. Which is great. Because now... Oh no. They could close their borders to us and then we... Yeah. They're just doing a tit for tat right now. Alright, one of our envoys died. There we go. We are currently up to 12k. So here you can see I could sell 10,000. There we go. Boom. That buys us some more time. And of course, this comes up. It is a little bit cheaper. So we just lost a lot of our money, but that's fine. Increase our capacity by 2 again, but very expensive. This doesn't seem helpful, but once you're in a war, it is. This gives us some more weight in our votes. Sure. Space torpedoes actually can be quite good. That is also good. Well, you know what? This is a long time coming, and it opens up a whole kinetic weapons path. Okay, so if I zoom out, here you can see the state of the galaxy. Most of the galaxy is explored, so my gamble of finding somebody who wants to create zoos was probably a dumb gamble, especially that last time. I don't think any of those fallen empires are out here. You can see, like, this is just all mining drones, and I cleared out all the mining drones here. We're going to be able to expand our capacity quite a bit. This should be all part of that fallen empire. No, that's Band-Aid of Round thingy. Oh, we got to get stuff closed off here. This is our priority down here. I also need to move my ships. I do have them repaired. I can upgrade them one more time. Sure. And then we're going to send them down.
Complete. Ships upgraded.
Boy, that was fast. Okay, I'm going to start sending them down to clear out these enemies.
Construction complete.
The thing is I need enough influence that as soon as I clear out the enemies, I can survey the system and then colonize.
Technology discovered.
Yeah, I'm declining. Yeah, as soon as I did the coil gun, then the autocannons next. Yeah, let's get that going. Well, that's right. This guy harvested the living metal. So there you can see our living metal is, we have 6 of them, and now we're getting 1, I think a month or whatever the period is. This is 2 of them up here, so that's why we're trying to get up there. So I'm going to go ahead and move this way. And you notice this number dropped a lot because our trade went up. See, our trade's at 149. This station is sending trade back. We are losing some for piracy, but 23.6 is going back. And if you look at our system, we got all kinds of upgrades we can do here. So here you can see the incoming trade routes. So this one is dealing with some piracy along the way. We're getting 136, which is helping immensely with that. So let's look at this trade route. So here you can see where the pirates are doing the damage, and then here they're clear, and then they're doing damage again here, here, and here. So I thought I had a starbase. I do. Let's upgrade that to a star hold. And then this one is still upgrading. I don't have the resources, but we're going to upgrade that to a star hold. And then we're going to put a starbase. Do I really want to build another one? If I want to protect that trade, I do. You know what I need to do? Just upgrade this guy. That's what I need to do. And let's get this upgraded. So you can still, they're still expanding rapidly. Okay, so they got... I can support that. Oh, I have company. So I'm at 3 hours. I will go ahead and pause and upload the video. As always, thanks for watching. Stay awesome.